Welcome back, everyone. Time for some more Project Zomboid. So we were heading back to go get our sledgehammer. That was our task at the moment. Because we were going to go bust open some... Oh, she's getting tired. Try not to run too much. I think it's over here. It's been a couple days since the last time I recorded, so I don't entirely remember, but I'm pretty sure it's over here. Gotta find it again. Start throwing it on the ground instead of stashing it away. Yep, there it is. Alright, let's put the crowbar away for now. So we're gonna drink all of this. We will equip this. Both hands. Head out this way so this door is unlocked for us now. And we're gonna go hit these storage units up back here. Or not storage units, they're trailers. They're supposed to be trailers for, you know, trucks to come and pick up and drive away. At least I'm pretty sure that's what they're there for. But we will just come bust open some walls. Destroy. Kind of miss when that used to say destroy industry. It used to make me happy. Okay, apparently I had to destroy the vines with it first. Okay, that's kind of weird. Nothing in here? Well, that's disappointing. Let's try this one. Still. Okay, there's like a, it's like strapping. That's what it's making me destroy first. Okay. Nothing in this one either. Well, that was disappointing all around. Also, we haven't been in this one because the door was locked and there are no windows. So we're gonna need to blow our way in here too. She's getting slower because she gets a little tired. All right. So there could be zombies in here. So let's clear this place first. Let's also get rid of the destroy button here. Fill up that water bottle we have with us. Alright, so this place is clear except for this room that we haven't checked yet. Nobody in here? Alright. Okie doke. Nope, alright. It's a bathroom. Bathroom / storage closet appears. Carrot seeds I will take, but we're not going to probably do any. It's not going to be too conducive to farming once the weather goes bad. Alright, do a quick scan of this place. I do intend to to stay here at this place, the logging community, and then just make forays into town in the future. Oh, another sledgehammer. So I'm not going to stress over looting this place too much. If we miss something, we miss something. Not a big deal. Alright. Nope, nothing. I would love to find an axe, though. That would make me a very happy man. We still don't have one of those. Nothing. Nothing. Bucket. Put water in that. Alright, well, take that bucket. You can fill it with water for when the water goes out, which I'm still surprised is not how this challenge starts, but whatever. I'm not going to complain about it. Nothing. Now there's some crates back there that we can't actually reach. But we have the sledgehammer, so we can actually destroy to get back there. You know, we can blow this one out. It'll give us access to these set of 5 that are back there. Not sure if anything useful will be in them. Unlikely to be, probably. Alright. But that's an option. Let's head back to the main area for now. Alright. I'm not going to put this... I'm going to start storing... This is going to be our... This is our house for the time being. I'm going to store sledgehammer on the ground. Easy to find that way. Alright, so let's get the bucket out and go to the bathroom and fill it with water. Anything else that needs to get filled with water right now? Alright, so fill up the bucket with water. It's a good source of liquid here. For future uses. Put it away in the vending machine where we're keeping all of our stuff for the moment, which I still think is a funny place to keep things, but whatever works, man. Alright. What is that? Is that something on the ground? It's just a graphic. Oh, it's a dirty rag. That's what that is. What else I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go and... Actually, I don't want to do it yet, because we don't have the multiplayer all the way. We're going to read the book. That's what we're going to do for the rest of today. We're going to read our carpentry book. And finish it off. So we'll do 3 times speed. Because I want to go and saw those logs that we have available for carpentry points. But that's not going to be very helpful for us. I mean, it will be helpful, but it will be more helpful if we actually get the multiplier all the way up to the top level. Which we will get to before she needs to go to bed, so that's good. We also don't need this anymore. Put it in the other vending machine. Alright. But we take our saw into here. She runs funny. And look for logs. There's one. Saw logs. Alright, I'm going to throw the planks on the ground. So I don't want to go looking for them again. So that should give us, that gives us like 4.5 points really. Yes, it gives us 4.25 points when we do that. That's kind of a hilarious number. You wouldn't think you'd need to make that a floating point, a one with actual, you know, decimal points after it. You think you would be okay to make that just a round, nice round integer. But what do I know? Oh, a lot of log holes there, but nothing. Just gotta kick them out so that they're easy to find later. Alright. We're also gonna, you know, we can shore up our home, which would be a good idea. We should probably make a fire pit of some kind, huh? That would probably be a good idea. So if we saw these logs, and then we can make ourselves a fireplace kit, right? Campfire kit. Boom. Good. Something that was needed. Or will be needed, especially when it gets cold. I wonder if we'd burn down the place if we tried to do it inside. It'd be tragically hilarious if we burned down the place if we tried to light a fire inside. Alright. So we sawed some logs. We got all of 15.5 points out of it. Got ourselves a campfire kit, which we're not going to use inside. Don't worry. Not going to use it inside. Just putting it down here so I know where it is later. And what else do we want to do? We'll re-equip this bad boy. It's nice that it didn't even take that out of our inventory. It kept it right there. We also need to put Spiffo down. Boom. That's how you know it's a home, when Spiffo's on the floor. Alright. Sleep time? long does she sleep for? 8 hours? Nope, that's not long enough. Let's do trapping. Let's read some trapping for beginners. Waste a little bit more time. Go to 2100. Maybe 22. I think the cold is going to set in tomorrow. It might be one more day. I don't know. We'll see. Close enough. See if the cold pops up. Nope. Looks like we may be okay. One more day, it looks like. Let's head on out. There's more stuff to the south. At least I'm pretty sure there is. So we're going to head that way. Need a quarter bag of these chips. We're going to keep heading south and see what we see. See what we can find. We looted that all. I can't remember if we've been in the guard tower or not. The guard shack, I suppose, is not really a tower. This is not medieval England. We've not been in here. Nope. Nope. There's probably nothing in here, but I like to be thorough. There's a little mini fridge. Rotten food. Okay. Somebody brought an entire watermelon to work. At least you never know what you want when you're on the job. Alright, so if I remember correctly, there is another facility just down this way, across the road. This is what yep, there's a wall, yep, right here. This is what I was thinking about. I think we can jump that fence. This is like the actual lumber yard. There's so many logs here. It would take forever to go through all of them. Yeah. So we're not going to worry about that at the moment. We'll just look for stuff that's actually open and usable. There's another hole in the fence there. I wonder how much of this has fenced, because we could make ourselves one hell of a big base if we fence this whole bad boy in. I think that works now. My understanding of how the new spawning system works now is that it picks a random point at the very, very edge of the map and then tries to draw a line to wherever it wants to spawn the zombie. And if it can't get there, if it hits a wall, it won't spawn anything. And so you can actually close off areas now. The way it used to work, you wouldn't be able to actually... Oh, hello. Somebody in there. You couldn't actually close things off. Because if it was a big enough space, the game would just blank out. Hang on, guys. Alright, I'm back. Sitting on this screen because I had to restart the game because that took a little longer than I thought. And since we are about to fight a zombie, when I stopped, I did not want to start like that. Alright, there we go. Alright. Hey, there we go. And I was looking at the, whoops, actually wanted to go in there. I was looking at the map for this place. And this place actually would not be that hard to wall off. Like I think I was mentioning around the time I was closing things up before. There's two of these gates that are like, I don't know, 10, 15 blocks wide. And then there's like two other places that are maybe 2 blocks wide. So we could totally do it. Not sure if it'd be worthwhile, but it might be kind of an interesting experiment. And now it's raining. Come on, you can do it, lady. Nope, I guess you can't do it. Next window. There is, however, not really any place to live in here, except for this, pretty much this place. So that's a consideration. There's plenty of logs to build these fences. I think it might be worth giving it a shot. People always want me to build bases. This would be the ultimate base. Gigantic. It should be free from respawn for the reasons I think I gave earlier. But yeah, so there's that gate that we were at before, and then up here for it somewhere there's a gap in the fence right there. You can see it just at the edge of the screen. And then there's another one, there's like a mirror one on the other side that we walked in through. That's pretty much it. So I might be able to pull this off. Nope, no way into this one. Guess we need a some way to... Oh, hang on, what's happening? Oh, that was weird. Frame rates just completely fell out there for a second. Just a little hungry. Wonder if this weather is the cold front finally moving in. But yeah, we'd have plenty of logs, 'cause I mean, look at these log piles. Even if only a handful of them have logs, we'd have plenty of logs to work with, so... I think I might do that, just because it's interesting and it's not something we've ever done before. But for now, we're gonna head back to our base that we've established. At least until it stops raining. Especially since she's already tired today. Alright, so cruise on back through here. This place is huge. Did we go in here already? I don't think we did. So let's get in there and dry ourselves off, because I don't want to catch a cold. That would be bad. Alright. It sounds like the rain may have just stopped. Take the nails. Somebody was asking me, there's another tent peg, I'll take that, if you can use paint to paint windows. And I think I'm about 90% sure the answer to that question is no, but we will take some paint and try to find a paintbrush and we will find out. Because they were thinking instead of, you know, using sheets to cover windows, you could just paint them shut. Which is, you know, it's a clever idea, but I'm not sure that Indie Stone has thought of that. There's the other gap in the fence right there. Alright. So she's moving very slow today. Just trying to get back to the house, and then we will stop and wait the rain out and consider our options. I'd like to make a tent kit if I can, because when the cold weather sets in, which we know is coming, being able to sleep near a fire will be important. And you can't really set a fire inside. So, and we can't sleep outside without a tent, really. So, I think there's a paintbrush in here somewhere. Not sure if it's in this one in particular or in one of the other ones, but I know I've seen one, so we'll look. Since we can't do anything outside anyways right now. Nope, nope. Rope. I'm gonna take that rope. I don't know what we'll need it for, but always good to have it. Okay. It's weird the sound cues for the storm seem to be slightly messed up. Or maybe I just get deep enough into these buildings that it's not supposed to be able to hear the storm? That seems weird. Alright. Let's fill our water bottle up while we're here. Alright. Nothing? Looking for a paintbrush. Paperclip. That's not a paintbrush. Can't paint with paperclip. Alright, let's go back to our actual base. And I think that'll probably do it for this episode. And I will see you guys back here later for some more Project Zomboid. Thanks so much.